Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Good day, good afternoon, good morning from wherever in the world you're watching from. Welcome to another episode of WET Podcast, What Everyone's Thinking. And today, today I have no other than Mr. Sunday at Ilashe, Michael Scenario on deck. So, Mr. Scenario, today that you're on our hot seats. Hope you know that on Wet Podcast, we keep it real, we keep it raw, and straight to the point.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's great. Okay, guys, let's get right into it. Of course, you know our tradition. We have to sanctify this environment. So I'm going to sprinkle my holy water as usual. Because today's topic is meant to ruffle Mr. Sunday Atilashe's feathers. So yes, let's get right into it. No, there's nothing to be scared about.
I'm definitely not scared of anything.
So today's topic is IMO. Well, I think everyone's thinking it. Men cannot handle the truth. Men can't handle the truth. What did I say, guys?
Men cannot handle the truth.
Let's get into it. Mr. Maiwa.
What's up?
Mr. Sunday Atilashe, what would you like me to call you actually?
Well, anything. You know me personally, so I don't know why you're doing professional like you don't know me.
Because I'm on a professional show.
Let's go with my government name.
Okay. So there's, honestly, from my perspective, there's never been a time where I've been 100% honest. I'm not saying I haven't been, but there's only been a handful of times when I've been 100% honest with the guy and it has been received from, you know, from an objective angle, and then I still felt safe enough to even keep telling him the truth.
Mm-hmm.
More times than none, when I've been honest, I've gotten the other hand of the stick. Like, I can give you a plethora of scenarios where I've been honest with the guy and it blew up in my face.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I really want you to break it down for us. Like, can men really handle the truth? I have a few questions that definitely I need, you know, a guy's perspective on.
That's fine.
And yeah, so first question I have. Do you think men can ever truly handle a world where women are unapologetically honest as they are expected to be loyal?
Sorry, you threw me off with that last part.
So you know how we expect men to be, we pray in Jesus' name that men should be loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think men can survive in a world where women are unapologetically honest?
I believe so. I think everybody gives answers based off their own experiences, but your experience is not the world's experience. So what that means is, depending on your area, depending on the culture, the type of men, and obviously most times we're talking about Nigerian men.
Yeah, because we're in
They
Nigeria.
will say Nigerian men can't handle the truth. But yes, statistically, maybe more men can't handle it based off their egos.
God bless
that are
you.
fragile, but
I didn't say it, guys.
there's still
a man
a lot.
said it.
But at in the same sentence, there's still a lot of guys that would even rather a woman be honest than you be tired playing games. Again, you cannot base it off your own experiences.
Oh no, it's not just mine, it's a general consensus.
No, so that's what I was saying. There are going to be more guys that can't handle it, but then there's still a very high number of guys that would prefer it. It's just that those
Which are already taken. They're probably already cuffed.
You see, that's still assuming though. You don't know that. A lot
Sweetie,
of them, a lot
I
of
am a
guys.
single 30-year-old baddie that has her shit together, quote unquote. Well, I'm getting my shit together. But yes, like, and I'm single. Case in point.
That doesn't mean anything.
That means a lot. Like, I have a group of friends and we're all single because of the same reasons.
But then the question is, what kind of guys do you keep attracting or go
Well,
for?
technically, I've only had one boyfriend, so hey, God. So is it from this particular episode that my parents are going to find out that I'm not a virgin?
Wow.
God. We may need to scratch that.
I mean, you've had, and there's
But
nothing,
no,
but that's
I
nothing
digress.
wrong, that's nothing wrong with you. But what I'm saying
I
is
digress,
that
but-
you have to look at, again, everybody has to do a bit of self-reflection where you look at your dating pool, who you've dated, who you've entertained, and then you have to actually be honest with yourself. Are there people that actually meet my standard? Are there people that
Not in
actually
Nigeria, they're not. Yeah, we're working on it.
No,
We're-
they
we're
are,
working
and that's
on
the
it.
funny.
We're
And like
working
you
on
said, it might not seem like it, but what I've realized is when you want to find somebody in Lagos that's actually your person, that person is not even going to be perfect themselves, but they'll be perfect
For you, yeah. But I think it's same all
it
over the
takes
world.
a lot
even.
of patience and it takes a lot of trial and error, because even in that same person you like, there's going to be things you don't like about them.
I mean, you're two different
And
people, so naturally there have to be conflicting.
yeah, but a lot of people, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people can't handle the negatives or the flaws of a person. They want everybody to be perfect, check every box. But
No, but what if you
no,
don't even need the person to be perfect? Because taking it back to the question of men not really being able to handle the truth, like, what if I don't even need you to be perfect, like perfect, quote unquote, but I need you to kind of like be perfect for me? Like, I need you to be this for me, the same way I would be what you want for you. Like, I would be that person that you need.
a
Like,
lot of women always say that, like, oh, they need to be perfect for me and I'll do the same for you. But
but you know,
actions speak louder than words.
yeah, if the actions aren't matching up, I don't expect
A
anyone
lot
to
of
stay
guys,
back.
at least from the male point of view, a lot of girls talk a big game the same way guys talk a big game, but you don't show it.
Your babe has, say now your babe has dated your brother in the past. They've dated in the past. Yes, they've dated in the past. And you guys didn't even know
No,
each other. You guys didn't even know each other. Like
no.
fast forward like
I can answer
few
your
years
question already.
later.
No.
But on the flip side, are you aware that whether a man has dated a babe sister or not, she don't give a fuck?
No.
Like they're still gonna end up getting married. There's so many
Not
siblings that have
every,
dated the
not
same
every.
man and they've gotten married
This
to
is
each
you
other.
as an individual. For me,
BTW, I have had two
I don't
brothers
even
fight
date.
over
I
me.
don't.
No, let me not say fight, but I've had two brothers actually not give a fuck and still choose to date me.
And that's what I said.
personally just couldn't handle the family drama like the fuck.
There are
But
rare case whereby them as individuals don't mind. But most people already don't move like that. There are even boys that are close friends that consider themselves brothers that is like, bro, if you've dated her, I don't want. Now,
Don't
on
you
the
think
flip
that's
side,
double
hold on.
standards?
On the flip side, there are also guys that say, oh, I don't give a fuck, I don't care. That's why I said everything you're asking now, there's no correct answer to it. It's still going to be based off how you are as an individual.
No, but we're talking about the actual reality, like the common reality, the common perception. And if you want to tell yourself the truth, you know what I'm saying is true. Men will never allow their ego see past certain things. But they demand this truth, though. They demand this honesty from you, but they most certainly cannot handle it.
I don't think that's true. I feel like everybody does have.
So if your babe should cheat on you, you expect her to tell you.
You see, this is okay. It's the same way, vice versa. You're asking me a one-sided question. It's if my babe. It's like if you ask anybody, man or woman, everybody has ego that they don't want to be cheated.
Oh no, the
on.
aftermath is what I'm getting at.
Even that aftermath,
is what I'm getting
that's
at.
what I'm saying.
Are you more prone to forgive her, or is she more prone to forgive you?
But what I'm saying is, hold on. What I'm saying is, no matter who you ask that question, everybody has an ego that they don't want to be cheated on. So to say, oh, if they cheat on you, will you take them back? It is very easy for everybody to say, wait, hold on, let me finish. It's very easy for everybody to say no. Now, for the people that can easily say yes, nobody can even answer the question you're asking until they're put in the situation. Why? Because even in those situations, you have to look at the relationship themselves. How are you both together? What situations have you been through together? How is your personality? Do you actually trust this person? There are questions that need to be asked in the relationship. General asking now, of course, everybody's going to say, oh, no, fuck no, never, no. But guess what? There are a lot of people that still stay.
Yeah.
So that's why I said you
And
don't
it's not
know.
People, it's not men, it's mostly women. I've had a lot of
do you know
women.
what's funny?
That is literally
There are
the
a lot
common
of.
mentality
Do you know what's funny?
in
There are a
Nigeria
lot
or
of
in
men,
Africa.
but you see,
they
that's
know
a general
that cheating,
statement.
they have decided, they have made it a rule. Cheating is not a deal breaker for them. And women, you know damn well what I'm saying is true.
Do you realize
but for
there are
a
a lot
man
of
on
men
the
that
flip
stay back?
side, do you really think if you told your man honestly that you cheated on him, he will stay with you?
Yes, actually,
I
there are
know
lots
damn
of.
well you know that ain't true.
So you see, that's the problem right there. You are saying it's not true, but there's a man right here telling you it's true, but you are still.
Because
this is the problem.
he's the minority. Oh my God, I'm saying you're not answering this question honestly. That's why do you know what democracy is? Majority of the vote. So if majority of the people are agreeing on one certain thing, then we cannot necessarily talk about the minority because they're the minority.
Because I say something publicly does not mean that's how I actually live my life. A lot of men can easily say one thing outside, again, because of their egos. But behind the scenes in that relationship,
Fair.
you don't know how that man... Look, every man, talks a fucking big game outside. But once he's locked in with a woman, forget relationship. You yourself know women have that behind the scenes, there are things men are doing that nobody will know outside. So even that statement you're saying about, oh, men will say this, of course, it's easy to say, I would never. But there are lots of men that will still stay.
So are you trying to tell us that men are just cho-cho-choing?
I wouldn't. It's not even about men.
Is that what you're saying? Because I know there's a lot of women out there that will say this is not the truth.
It's not about men.
There's hardly a time where they've ever been 100%
this conversation.
In fact, some married people will even tell you stuff like, it's not everything that needs to. Some things are genuinely better left unsaid.
Do you realize it's not a man, and that's why I'm saying this generation. The problem is it's not a man versus woman thing.
You think?
No, because if we're going to do gender wars, then that's why everybody should just remain single. Because if you're going to be doing attack, you're not ready for relationship. You're not ready to hear perspective. It is still a human being
wine
thing.
In singleness.
Wow. It's still a human being thing whereby at the end of the day, both genders have egos. Both genders, look at social media now, for example. Social media is dominated by women and their opinions. When men try to speak, it is. If you actually look at it statistically,
we're definitely going to have to take a poll on this.
There are more women that use social media platforms than men. There are more women.
Whose fault is that? Who is stopping men from using social media?
It's not you see, are you going to fight me on? Well, I'm telling you what
but you're making it sound
is.
as if they don't have the choice to do so.
I'm not making it sound anyhow. I'm telling you literally, if we go and open a book right now and it said who uses social media more, if it says women, it says women. It's not because of ABC. I'm literally going off what is shown online.
Okay.
Now, because more women use social media online, more women vent their opinions online than men. There are men who vent their opinions, right? But if you look statistically, there are more women that control social media, which means that most of the narratives, most of the conversations now that are driven by women now are women-based ideas. And it's not wrong. And it's not wrong. Hold on.
The religious space and
it's not wrong.
Women
it's not wrong. By the way, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Think how they
but what
want
I'm
them
saying,
to think.
what I'm saying is, if a majority now, because of that, now these kind of conversations now have turned unhealthy in the last few years because a lot of women say ABC. Now, you see in the last few years, there's been a rise of men that have been on social media, podcasts, speaking their opinions. And not every opinion is right. At the end of the day, that's why it's called an opinion. But you see now a lot more men are speaking out now to say, how is it that women are always speaking on men issues? But the men that are here, when we try to speak our opinions, it's already casted like, no.
Because men have been speaking, men have not only just been speaking, but they've been acting out their opinions from time immemorial.
So you know right now you're proving my point that as a man right now I'm speaking my opinion, but you're still going off the basis of men do this when a man is telling you, hey, this is actually what we go through. This is actually what we do.
Nobody's downplaying what you guys go through. I'm just saying that it has been since time. And women are only now having their voices, which is why we're using it.
I actually don't believe that's also true because here's why. Women, again, have dominated the media space in some capacity when it comes to these kind of topics in the last few years.
I like that you said dominated the media space. That's in front of the camera. Who do you think is behind the camera making decisions?
Yes. It's not about...
Okay, it's not about that. Sorry.
It's not about that.
It's just about who's in front of the screen.
Because, you see... At the end of the day, who's the messenger? You see, yes, you're right. The men might control the company, production company and all, but the person that's saying it, even the person that agrees with the person behind the scenes, they are still the face saying it. And guess what? Everybody's going to go to that. It's like Oprah now. Oprah, at the end of the day, does she not have major producers, major people to respond to? But at the end of the day, who's the person you would hold accountable for saying these opinions? It's somebody like Oprah. It's somebody like all these TV show hosts that we have now. Okay, all the women that are on social media now doing think pieces, I have this podcast, I have this. It's the same way men have too that are negative, like Andrew Tate and all these people, of course. So I'm not saying one side is wrong or the other. But let's also, when we're going to have these arguments of men and women, let's not have it of a blaming thing. Let's have it of, let's look at perspective.
I think there's no question that
let's
I'm
look at perspective.
ask you today that you're going to answer honestly because...
I am, but the thing is, I'm answering honestly.
I know you're answering honestly, but you're not answering objectively. You're answering subjectively because what you're saying is, there's no right or wrong answer.
Because they literally, do you know what's funny?
But if you're being realistic
it's
and
not
you're talking about what
fence.
is happening...
It's not even about being on the fence. It's literally telling you that as a grown man, I have realized that I actually don't know anything when it comes to relationships, when it comes to men. At the end of the day, all I knew were opinions of people that were within my close circle or within my environment. And if I judge life off what's going off my environment or people, I'll be the most closed-minded individual. If I judge my opinions based off everything that's happening in nights, there's billions of people in this world, which means there are billions of opinions. By the time I leave this country, I go to another country, guess what? There are thousands and millions of opinions that are different from my home country. So what I have decided as an adult is, hey, I don't know everything. So I'll be open-minded in some things. However, when it comes to certain core values, I am going to stick to those core values. But then in terms of
values that are misogynistic and give double standards.
How? Because you don't even know my core values.
I really want to understand why men chase independent women, but then resent them for literally not needing them. What is that about?
That's a general statement. Hear me out. Let me finish. You said, why do men, a lot of men, again, it depends on the kind of men you are dating and entertaining.
This is not diplomacy.
It's not about diplomacy.
Honest. Like, you're just speaking from.
I'm not.
No, you're not trying to be honest. I don't agree. You're not trying to be honest. You're just trying to be objective in a diplomatic way. Like, you're trying to wiggle your way out of it.
These conversations can't work because a man is speaking his opinion. They're still calling me.
That's what I'm saying. So like, his opinion, but you have friends and you're not supposed to just be speaking your opinion. You're supposed to be speaking an objective opinion.
Again, from an objective opinion, a lot of men don't care. You women sometimes, keyword I just said sometimes, so I'm not generalizing.
But I mean sometimes, obviously, it's just that's the majority of what is
men
happening.
That have fragile egos, and you think that, that now correlates to every single man. Or in a place like Nigeria there's an exception
to every general rule.
In a place like Nigeria now that we have been conditioned that men have to be the provider, have to be this. If not, you're nothing. Yes, there are more men who will think this way. But there are a lot of men, especially in our generation, including me, that, again, if she's an independent girl, that's more peace of mind. I don't want a girl that I have to literally do every fucking thing for you. If you cannot even sustain yourself, then you're not the kind of woman I should even be with. Because if you can't take care of yourself, what makes you think you can take care of a family or even take care of me? And when I say take care of me, I don't mean financially. I mean, even as a partner. I'm supposed to take care of you as a wife, as a girlfriend in these areas. But guess what? Relationships are a two-way street, which a lot of people, especially in Lagos, forget. So to answer your question, yes, there are some men that are intimidated by it, but guess what? There are lots of
men, not some. You're saying it like it's the minority, and that is my point. That's what I'm trying to pass across.
Who says
they are the majority? Men claim they want independent women, but they don't because they resent you for not being them.
Do you realize a lot of men in this new generation that we're at, because we're old enough to be we're 30 plus.
These ones are not religious.
Do you realize a lot of them now?
I feel like
if a woman is making her own money, do you realize how much pressure that takes off us compared to, let's say, our parents' generation?
So if she makes enough money, you think if she makes a lot of money, what happens? You're not going to be doing a lot. Is that what you think?
Again, generalizing, because that's not what I said.
So you just said if she takes off a lot of stress.
Relationships are a two-way street. If she makes her own money, plus I have my own money, it means we have access to more things. It means that we have more opportunities to do things together. We have faster opportunities to even purchase things with both of our money. So again, you see, from your question you just asked, okay, can I give you something? This is why I said what you said now is based off country. Because look at a place like America now. If you look at America now, for example, or the UK, most millennials now that are couples together, they're buying properties together. They are purchasing things together because the market allows both sides that they're making money to do things together. In a place like,
50,
hold on.
50?
I didn't say it's 50-50, but even if it's 70-30, that 30% plays a big difference compared to 100%. Now, in a place like Africa or Nigeria, you don't really hear a lot of those situations, even though it does happen on a low. In fact, sometimes even the woman providing for the man is just image. But in this country now, in this country, you don't hear. If you're
one of those women that do that, you just stop that bad character.
But you see, from your reaction now, you already were getting me like, oh, which woman? And a lot of women have that mentality of, oh, he should be doing first before I do anything. And
yes,
that's
because why the hell would I give you myself, my time, my womb, my body, and you think I'm going to bring out 50 or 20 or 30%? Are you drunk?
Oh, my point has been answered.
Let's not get into it.
My point has been answered.
No. Every man, in my opinion, should know that a woman brings way much more than just finances. In fact, I think if you want to go scriptural, you should understand already, automatically,
So the Bible,
that he who finds a wife finds
so
a
you're
good thing.
saying, so what you're saying right now is in no way, shape, or form, because I already know what your answer is going to be.
Oh, no.
In no way,
I
shape,
think
or
the
form.
problem comes where you
A
try
woman
to put a
cannot finance-
percentage. No, hold on. I think the problem is where you even try to put an amount or a percentage
See,
of what the woman has
but
to
you
bring
see, what
in.
you just did is you focused on
She's
one. Wait,
not
you did.
going to
You
need
just
to
did
bring
something
in my
there. You
IMO.
focused on one statement I said.
What
I
statement?
didn't say that there's an exact number. I gave an example of even if it's 30%.
No, you're missing
Even
what
if
I'm
it
saying.
no,
I
but what
didn't
I'm saying,
say-
you said the percentage. You said at the end of the day, even the relationships you see amongst our parents and all, a lot of them will never tell you the actual truth about how things went in their
I
relationship.
know the family that I grew up in. I can tell you 100%.
You, and that's why I said. That's why I said you're
150%
basing your example of you, and which
that
is fair.
my father,
Respect to him.
I kid
Respect
you
to
not,
him.
till date, my mother
Has
is
never.
fully funded.
And
In
that's
fact,
just fine. That
she
is-
doesn't know
but
what it means
hello,
to
question,
use her money to
question,
do certain things.
question.
Oh, hell no.
Nobody is saying that.